Hello, my name is Jackson Prince with the New York Times podcast, and today we will be interviewing Jordan Baker. Hello, Jordan.
Hi, Jackson. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Go ahead and tell everybody, the audience, tell them about yourself.
Sure. So, my name is Jordan Baker. I come from the upper class of society and do a bit of horse racing here and there, as well as going to parties to forget life's hardships from time to time.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So, Jordan, would you consider yourself an honest person?
I absolutely would, yeah.
So, you would say that honest people do the honest or right thing in situations, correct?
Most definitely.
So, why didn't you do the honest or right thing and tell Tom what was going on between Daisy and Gatsby?
Well, honestly, Jackson, I didn't say anything because Tom never really deserved my dear Daisy. You see, Tom is what we call a manipulator. He just manipulates anything and everything until he gets what he wants. He tried to control my Daisy's everything, and if she was meant to be controlled, she'd be strung up like a little puppet, and Daisy is no puppet.
So, do you think that since he couldn't string Daisy up, that he tried to string Myrtle up?
Well, I believe that he was going to go and try and string someone up sooner or later.
So, going back on the Myrtle and reflecting her, do you believe or do you feel that Myrtle deserved what she got in the end?
I feel like Myrtle most definitely deserved it. It wasn't for her. If it wasn't for her messing around with Tom, Daisy wouldn't have been such a wreck and compelled to do the things with Gatsby.
Now, doing the things with Gatsby, do you really think that Gatsby really loved Daisy, or was it more of a title for him?
So I think they were just so different after all of the time in separation. Gatsby was hung up on this girl, Daisy, once, and he couldn't let her go. But again, it was always getting the last word with Daisy. I remember a dinner we had a while back, and Daisy kept persisting to insult Tom, calling him a brute, and how he broke her thumb on accident. Always trying to get the last word. And with Gatsby, it was like he wanted what Tom had in regards of a family. He wanted Daisy to be his bride, and they'd have their own kids. And when Gatsby saw Daisy's child, it was like it threw him off. So it was like Tom beat him, and Gatsby could never have what Tom had with Daisy.
Okay. So, going back to the Gatsby, if you will, go back with me. What is your personal opinion on Gatsby? How do you feel about Gatsby as a person and the things he does?
So I think Gatsby is a very interesting individual. He worked for everything he has. He served in the war and throws parties every weekend. The thing I just don't get is why does he not see himself as others see him? He paints himself to be a very wealthy and respectful man, but yet he still hides like a little girl at his parties. It's almost as if it doesn't feel deserving of himself in a way.
So, you said he feels like a little girl and he doesn't deserve himself, and kind of going back and gathering what you know on Gatsby, what do you think that's caused by?
So I'd have to say that I think it's caused by him not wanting to fail, him having to be the best or nothing at all.
Nothing at all, not failing. So, would you say that Gatsby has a very hit or miss attitude when it comes to success and failure? Like, there's no gray area. You have to do perfect or there's no success at all.
Well, sure, yes, I would. You want to know something else, I really think. It's all Daisy he puts the show on for.
You think it's Daisy, but so you think all the parties and all the celebrations is trying to pull Daisy out, yes?
I do.
You do. One last thing before we wrap this up, Jordan. You said you were honest. You would do the right thing. You didn't feel like it because Tom didn't deserve Daisy. Why didn't you go to Gatsby's funeral?
I didn't go because I had no connection to him.
But was there no connection when you went to his parties and his celebrations?
Well, yes.
Well, wouldn't an honest person go to somebody's funeral that they had celebrations and parties with?
Well, I suppose they would.
So you aren't very honest, are you, Jordan?
I don't know what I am anymore, Jackson.